Hey y'all, I love talking to you guys. Oh my goodness. Welcome. Hello. Welcome. I am going to start engaging with you guys more via video. You guys are what I do this for. I love you guys. So I'm going to start a series called Purity and Purpose Fridays, and we're going to talk either about purity or we're going to talk about purpose, okay? Because they're connected, they're intertwined. You know what I'm saying? You can't have purpose without walking in purity. If you're giving a God-given purpose and you ain't walking in purity, you need to hit me up on the love because we need to figure that out. So every Friday, I'm going to start off. It could be a group of questions that I received. It could be questions that I asked myself. It could be questions that God asked me. But these are very, very, I don't know. I don't even know the word for it. Questions that people don't even want to answer because it just gets too in depth with, why your purpose and why you're either deciding to walk in purity or your purpose and why you even decided that. So I wanted to start off my first video. I really don't know if it should be my first video, but this is the one that, kind of came to my heart about a question that I asked myself. And that I asked, another young lady who has the same type of organization as me in regards to purity. So this is a question that I asked her, and this is a question that I want to ask you guys as well. And I'm very interested to see how you guys are going to answer this question. Please leave a comment below. Please, you guys, I need to connect with you. I want to know. I want to pick your brain a little bit. So please feel free to leave me a comment below. All right, the question is, don't you hate those YouTube videos that, they say they got a question to ask you. They start talking about a lot of other things. You skip 6 minutes into the video. They still ain't asked a question, still ain't talked about the topic that they want to talk about I'm doing it. Okay. So my question to you guys is, if God personally revealed to you that marriage was not for you, not playing in your purpose or the destiny you were sent here, will you still pursue purity? Or will you dive into temptation? Think about that. Think about that question. That's a serious question. God came to you and said, hey, listen, I know you're doing this whole purity thing, but guess what? Marriage ain't for you. I don't have that plan for you. That's not in your destiny. If he straight up just asked you that, now would you kind of ponder on it and be like, okay, God? Or would you kind of think in the back of your mind, yeah, I don't think I can do this any longer. I don't think I can do it any longer. I'm going to have to slap these skins. I'm going to have to release this energy. I'm going to have to dive into this temptation because let's face it, how am I going to live the rest of my life? Not engaging sexually. That's what you made me for, Lord. So I asked myself that question. Wow, in my ministry, my whole ministry is devoted towards purity and purpose and engaging with Christ and growing closer to Him through purity. So I asked myself this question. And I could not say that sometime down the line, I would not engage. If I was being honest with myself, being honest with God, I could not answer that truthfully. God said in Matthew 19:11 that marriage is not meant for everybody. So it's hard to wait for something that may not happen. So what do? Ask yourself that question. Us humans, the reason why I wanted to ask this question initially is because us as humans, we naturally have this rush for time, against time, in time, when, what, why, how, God? When is it gonna happen? You know what I'm saying? When? Stop. And just really understand the depth of this question, that is really a question about where your heart is, why you're doing it, why are you walking in purity. Is it because you want to... I have to pause the video because I'm living with the toddler, so you're probably going to hear him in the background. So, but like I was saying before, this is a question, not just a question to be answered off the top of your mind quickly. This is a question that you have to search deep within your heart, and why you're deciding to walk in purity, because it's not an easy walk. And if you're doing it very vaguely, just out of just because, you're gonna dive right back into that temptation pool, you know. But if it's something that is heart driven, the temptation is not going to be so easy to give into, because it's from your heart. So when you answer this question, and if you are deciding to walk in purity, no, it's just not something that you should do nonchalantly, but it should be something that you do because your heart, the thirst for Christ, is growing. You have a deep desire to grow closer to God, and you want this. You want this relationship with Him. So if you could honestly answer the question answer the question as I don't know, then you just need to go back from the beginning and decide why you started to walk in purity in the first place. So I know it's a kind of a tough question to answer, but if God was to say that to you, I want you to take hold of what Jeremiah 29:11 says. Again, another break because I have a toddler. Yes. But I want you to take hold of what Jeremiah 29:11 says. And it says that I know what I have planned for you. Plans to prosper you. And plans for a hope in the future. So if you can just take hold of that and not look at it as if God is taking something away from you, but giving something to you, it changes your mindset, changes why you do it, change in the heart. A shift begins to happen. So I want you guys to ponder upon that question. I want you to answer it truthfully, because if you can't be honest with God, who can you be honest with? Answer it truthfully. And if you can't answer it right away, just do a heart check. So that's what I have planned for you guys. I plan on doing this every Friday, answering questions that are pretty tough to answer in regards to purity and purpose. So I'll see you guys next Friday. I love you. Stay connected with me via Instagram, via YouTube, via email. I'm always taking prayer requests. So I'm here for you guys, but see you next week.